Hey there, it's Wakeangel2001 getting some in front of the camera time right before the year ends. Yep, December 29th, literally 2 days left of the decade. It's kind of a weird thing to say, isn't it? Of course, I lived through the Y2K, so you know that was the once in a lifetime event, a one in 10 lifetime events if you think about it. All right, so enough bragging about that. I'm here to chime in about the reveal of Baby Sonic in the latest trailer. So that was cute, wasn't it? Like, and I like how they cut the original trailer to hide the fact, but we actually were seeing Baby Sonic running through Green Hill in the first trailer, well, the second trailer, all along, and they just kind of cut to a later scene where he was an adult. I'm guessing they're gonna do some kind of cut of smash cut showing Sonic as a rambunctious youth, and then showing that he still has that personality when he gets older. But the thing is, remember when I was going through the trailer and pointing out all the things I noticed that didn't necessarily come straight from the games? This is another one of them, because although Sonic has never really been depicted as his younger self in the video game franchise, with the exception of Sonic Generations, where they tried to imply that classic Sonic was the younger version of Sonic, but then that got retconned out to be a Sonic from another dimension in Sonic Forces. Sonic being depicted as a child or baby is something that's come from other media in the Sonic franchise. Mostly the Deke cartoons and the Archie comic, but it's a thing that's been around. And it's been around for, like, around 20 years or so. More so than that, even. Almost as old as the Sonic franchise itself. Like, the first Sonic game came out in 1991. The Saturday morning cartoon and Adventures cartoon came out in 1993. So, like, a 2-year difference. It's literally almost as old as Sorry, I just recovered from a cold I had over Christmas, and when I talk, my nose literally just fills up on me. Sorry. So yeah, like, Sonic the Hedgehog being depicted as a child is something that's been around for quite a while. Which is why I set up this cute little montage sequence to show off all the previous iterations. So here is our little baby Sonic as he's gonna look in the movie, looking all cute with his big old head and tiny little body. I like how he's holding a Green Hill sunflower. It looks almost like a real sunflower, but the petals are pointier. That's how you know it's Green Hill. Of course, this isn't the first time Sonic's ever been depicted as a child. As we all remember, the Adventures of Sonic cartoon had one where Robotnik used some kind of machine that turned him into a baby. Although this is kind of cheating because it's not actually Sonic as a baby, it's a transformation effect. But there was an episode of the Saturday morning Sonic cartoon where they went into the past and they actually got to see Sonic and Sally as actual children. So it's a little bit hard to tell from context because aside from Sally's outfit, they don't look that much different. But here's one of the older Sonic standing next to his younger self, showing off the size difference. So yeah, that's a child version of Sonic. I kind of like the idea that Sonic his younger self was actually a little bit faster than him. I think it's because youthful energy and all that. And of course, this idea was also used in the Archie comic as well. There were 2 Sonic Super Specials, pictured here, issue 5, but also issue 9. They were used to get some of the origin stuff out of the way, you know, like Tails' birth, the advent of the roboticizer, first assigned to form the Freedom Fighters, that kind of thing. And of course, let's not forget the first episode of the Sonic Underground cartoon, which actually showed Sonic and his 2 siblings being left with various people to raise them, thereby giving us, you know, like, literally infant Sonic. So, whereas all the others could be called Children's Sonic, this is the literal application of an actual baby Sonic. Now, you may be asking yourself, Wakeangel, why did you go through the effort to show out that this is a thing that's been around for a while? Well, it's because I saw some people, well, it was really only one guy, but a couple were agreeing with him that the Sonic the Hedgehog movie was trying to rip off the success of The Mandalorian with their Baby Yoda. Like, oh, they saw the Yoda, they saw the Baby Yoda, so they're like, oh yeah, let's do the baby thing too, and put Baby Sonic in their movie, which is such a patently ridiculous accusation. Like, I just showed how Sonic being depicted as a child is a thing that's been around for a really long time. But also, Sonic didn't invent this concept either. Like, the idea of taking popular characters and showing them as children is a very long-standing media tradition. Like, when I was a kid, I grew up with a pup named Scooby-Doo, the Flintstones kids, the Tom and Jerry kids, the Muppet Babies. And, you know, that's just stuff that I saw as a kid. Like, it isn't a thing that was a trend back in the 90s and they're just reviving it, because they never stopped doing it. There's always been some show where you take X characters, make them younger, and then have them be in the show. Like they did it to the Looney Tunes. They did it to the Justice League. They did it to the Titans. And Total Drama-Rama, which is the baby version of the Total Drama series. That's on TV right now. So, you know, The Mandalorian didn't invent the idea of taking an adult character and making it a baby with Yoda. I mean, that's not even what they're doing. Like, I'm pretty sure the child from The Mandalorian isn't even Yoda. He's just a baby from Yoda's race. Like, at best, I might say he's a Yoda clone, but that's just kind of splitting hairs. So, yeah, I just kind of want to get that off my chest that that's not what that is. And also, like, ignoring the fact that Sonic did it first. Sonic did it before Star Wars. Ignoring the fact that Sonic didn't invent it, as it's been a common TV trope for decades. The fact of the matter is, The Mandalorian is way too recent for Sonic to knock off. The Sonic movie's made. It's done. At best, they're probably refining some visual effects in the editing room, but the Sonic movie is already done, waiting for its release. In fact, it was supposed to come out in November. It was made and shot, and all the scenes were done before then, because that was its original release date. The delay to the February release was only because they had to redo the visual effects for Sonic after, you know, the Gotta Fix Fast hashtag. So, if the Sonic movie had come out on schedule with this baby Sonic scene and everything, then it would have actually come out before The Mandalorian even revealed Baby Yoda. So, would The Mandalorian have been ripping it off of Sonic then? The answer is, of course, no. Nobody's ripping anything off because this is a common trope. So, seeing Sonic depicted as a child, I'm wondering if this means that we're going to see Sonic's family. Are we going to see Sonic's parents? Or is it just going to be like a POV shot where, like, we never get to see his parents, but it's implied that he's talking to them, kind of like a Charlie Brown situation? Oh, are we going to see him meeting Tails as a little kid? Like, because it's kind of been implied that Sonic is going to be the only character in this movie from his world. So, that's very interesting. If we get to see... Oh, although there is one thing. If we do get to see Sonic's parents in this movie, would you prefer it if it was Uncle Chuck, the one parental figure that's been with Sonic the longest from the original Saturday morning cartoon? Or would you actually like it to be his biological parents, like Queen Alina from the Sonic Underground cartoon, or perhaps Bernadette and Jules Hedgehog, also from the Archie comic continuity? So which one would you like to see? Would you like this to be the eponymous Uncle Chuck? Or would you prefer the Archieverse parents, Bernadette and Jules, or the Underground parents, Alina? Like, I'm actually curious to see what your preferences would be in this instance. Like, if we even get to see them. Like, I'm not sure if they're gonna show the parents, but, like, if they're gonna homage either one, because I don't think they can actually name the parents because of the Penders thing, but I would be interested in knowing if you guys were interested in that. Like, what version of Sonic's parents would you like to see? This is Wakeangel2001, signing off.